After losing Saquon Barkley, the New York Giants were absolutely terrible. So today, I'm going to be giving myself 4 seasons to rebuild the New York Giants, and the goal is to win them a Super Bowl. And this might be a long one. I mean, as you're about to see, this is a team that clearly needs some help. I mean, the fact that our best quarterback is a 65 overall is extremely alarming, but Malik Neighbors is definitely a bright spot. And there are a lot of holes in this defense, but with that being said, we do also have some pretty solid superstars. So it looks like the offense is definitely going to be the main issue with this team, at least to start things off. But in week 1, we're going to be taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And our defense did actually stop the Vikings on their first drive of the game. So the Giants do actually have a chance to take the lead here. It's very early, so if we do score, I really don't think that lead's going to last too long. But I want to try and get Malik going in his first game of the season. I mean, if we can score a touchdown with him on like our first drive of the year, that would be pretty cool to see. But anyways, I mean, obviously my hopes for making the playoffs with this offense are very low right now. But who knows what happens if we can start the season off with a dub, man. I mean, we could surprise the whole entire league this season, but that was actually a dot, man. Neighbors was wide open. But anyways, I mean, obviously the chances of us actually making it to the postseason with this roster are extremely low. And of course, the Vikings defense got another stop after that too. So now it's 3rd and 10. If we can't pick this up, we're going to be getting held to a field goal. That pass was terrible. I mean, the tight end was literally wide open, but that is just the effects of having a 65 overall quarterback. I mean, I'm not really expecting our passes to be too accurate, but at least we'll put 3 points on the board, so we do have the lead first. And after that, it looks like we actually somehow found a way to destroy the Vikings. I was expecting this team to get absolutely rocked, but it looks like the Madden gods were on our side for this one. I mean, if we can somehow play like this all season, we could definitely make it to the playoffs. But to be honest with you, I feel like this was a fluke, so I still feel like it's going to be a very long year for the Giants. No surprise, I mean, it looks like the Giants are not going to be making the playoffs, but they did actually play a lot better than I expected them to, because they did get 6 wins this season, which I guess is cool to see. I mean, it's good to know that we can win games with a terrible roster, but that is not good for the rebuild, because that's going to give us a later draft pick. I was hoping that we'd have the 1 or 2 spot, to be honest with you, but either way, to end off year number 1, it looks like Josh Allen is going to be winning MVP, and it looks like Lamar Jackson is finally going to get himself a ring, because the Ravens beat the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. But anyways, that's going to bring us to the first off season of the video, and I feel like we actually had a pretty solid free agency, because as you can see, we got DeMarcus Lawrence, Bobby Wagner, Elvin Kamara, and Jimmy Ward. So I feel like this team should be quite a bit better next season, especially after all of the pickups that we got in the draft. Because as you can see, in the first round, we got Cam Ward, who is an 81 overall, so that's going to be our new quarterback. And we also got Quinshaw Judkins in the 2nd round, and we got Tez Johnson in the 3rd round. So with these 3 draft picks right here, I feel like we should actually have a pretty bright future. And after all of the upgrades in year number 2, it looks like we were able to barely sneak into the playoffs with a 9-8 record. But to start off the postseason, we have to play the 12-5 Eagles. So it would obviously be quite the upset if we can pull this one off. But as you can see, we are actually on our way to doing that right now, because we're already up 14-0 with a chance to make it 21-0. So if we go into halftime with a 3-score lead, that's going to make it pretty tough on the Eagles, especially considering our defense isn't as bad as it used to be. We're going to get sacked though. I was really hoping for more of the O-line there, but that is obviously going to set us back quite a bit. But anyways, as you can see, Cam Ward seems to have progressed pretty nicely this season. He's gone all the way up to an 87 overall. We might have just thrown a pick 6 though, if we can't catch Gardner. That probably wasn't the best decision. I kind of forced it right in there, and Gardner Johnson had an easy interception. So now we need to make sure that the Eagles don't get on the board. That was almost a touchdown. I mean, this is exactly what I didn't want to happen, man. I mean, they have Saquon Barkley at the 1-yard line, so they're probably just... Oh, never mind. I thought they were just going to keep it on the ground with Saquon. That's going to bring up a 3rd and goal. So one more stop, and we might hold them to a field goal, but honestly, I feel like they're probably going to be going for it on fourth down either way. Hurts is in though, so it doesn't matter. So Jalen Hurts is going to cut our lead in half, so now it's a one-score game again. But after that, we were able to get the ball all the way down to the 42-yard line. So we're in position to at least kick a field goal if we don't lose yardage here. And I do also have all 3 timeouts if I need to use them. So we really don't need to rush, but I also really can't afford to take my time too much. Ward's going to be gone. That's a first down. I tried to slide there and he didn't want to slide. I guess it was too late. So I'm really happy that he didn't fumble the ball. But anyways, another player that really progressed well this season is Malik Neighbors. That guy is definitely the future of this team because he has gone all the way up to a 93 overall. So the way that things are going right now with him, he should be the next Justin Jefferson. That was a bad pass. I mean, I was hoping for a last-second touchdown before the half, but either way, I am going to take the field goal because this will still make it a 2-score game. The Eagles did make it close in the second half, but it looks like we were able to hold on for the win. So we are going to pull off a pretty big upset in the wild card round. But anyways, in the divisional round, it looks like we're going to be playing the Dallas Cowboys. And after seeing what we did to Philadelphia, I actually had some pretty high hopes heading into this game. But as you can see, up to this point, we have been getting absolutely slaughtered, man. So we're probably not going to be winning this one unless we can find a way to pull off one of the craziest comebacks in NFL history, but I don't think that's going to be the case. That's also going to bring up a third down, but if this doesn't work out, I'll probably go for it on fourth down either way. We're going to have the first though, so that will keep us on the field for now. I'm going to try and go for Malik Neighbors here though, and hopefully this guy, oh bro, never mind. I thought the O-line collapsed there, but it looks like we're actually going to have a touchdown, so that is going to make it a 2-score deficit. But again, we really need to rely on our defense to get 2 stops, and they were not able to do that. So it looks like we are going to be getting sent home in the divisional round, but we honestly did a lot better than I was expecting to, because I honestly thought that we were going to be a first-round exit. So I'm pretty happy that we were able to win a playoff game. But anyways, this should honestly sweeten the deal for us, because it looks like Jalen Hurts won MVP, which means we did knock the MVP out of the playoffs. And I was hoping that one of our guys would have won Rookie of the Year, but it looks like it's going to be going to Jalen Milroe, even though Judkins did come second place in the votings. But anyways, in the Super Bowl, it looks like the Chiefs are going to take down San Francisco for the 3rd time. But anyways, that's going to bring us to another offseason. And once again, we actually had a pretty solid free agency, because we got Kendall Fuller and we also got Andrew Van Ginkel, who are both 86 overalls. And after that, I was also able to make a pretty solid trade with the Washington Commanders, because for a 2nd-round pick, I was able to trade for Jeremy Chin, who's an 85 overall right now. So as you can see, heading into year number 3, I mean, this offense is definitely in a much better position, but the O-line is still a little bit of a problem. On the other hand though, I mean, we are quietly building one of the best defenses in the NFL. And in year number 3, it looks like we're actually going to have our best season yet, because we're going to go 12-5, but the Cowboys also went 12-5, so they won the division. And to start off the postseason, we're going to be playing the Buccaneers in Tampa. And so far, it seems like this has actually been a pretty slow-paced game. I mean, it's 7-6 in the 3rd quarter right now, but we are getting close to being back into scoring position. Oh, somehow we stayed up. I thought we were going to get sacked there. We only got a 2-yard pickup, but I'm honestly just happy that we didn't go backwards. I'm going to put in air again, though, and hopefully we can get Malik open this time. It looks like he's going to be there for the first down. But anyways, judging off the fact that we've only allowed 7 points in this game so far, our top-tier defense has definitely been doing their job. But as you can see, Tampa's defense is pretty loaded as well. So we have not been able to score a touchdown yet today, but hopefully this will be the time that we finally get in the end zone. I'm just going to keep this again with Ward, who's got the first down. So with 8 yards to go, I feel like our best option is probably just to keep it on the ground with Judkins. So hopefully he can do something here. It looks like the O-line did not help out though. That's something I definitely got to do before next season if I want to have a better chance to win it all, because this O-line has been a little bit of an issue for us today. That should be a touchdown though. It looks like Robinson's going to be in. So that touchdown is going to give the lead back to the New York Giants, and Tampa kept it neck and neck right to the end of this game, but it looks like we were able to come out on top. So that's another playoff win for the Giants, which is going to send us to the divisional round. And it looks like we have a home game against San Francisco. And even though we are the higher seed, I feel like San Francisco honestly does still have the better team. So this is going to be a pretty tough game to win, but Judkins is going to start it off nicely because that run's going to bring it all the way to the 41. So we're already almost in field goal range here. I'm going to go for another run right here, and hopefully we can do what we just did. That's another solid gain too. Not going to be a first down, but we still got 8 yards on the pickup there. So all we got to do now is get 2. That almost didn't work, but we got it. I'm going to try and run this route right here though. I feel like Tez Johnson's probably going to be our best bet. I'm just going to go to him to keep it safe. But if I went for Neighbors, it would have been a 50-50 ball. But if he did come down with it, that was a potential touchdown. But either way, we only need 3 yards to stay on the field, and it looks like it's overthrown. I know I should be smart and just take the field goal, but I'm not going to do that right now. I feel like this is a game where we need to score a touchdown. So I'm going to go for it on... Oh, that might not work either. We got the first though. Ward's there. I mean, that was pretty dangerous, and it also wasn't my best decision, but it worked out, man. So we still have a chance to score a touchdown before the half. That's going to be close, but it looks like Neighbors is going to be there. And we're taking our time on this drive too, man. I mean, we are bleeding a lot of time off of the clock right now, which is good because we don't want to give San Francisco any opportunity to put more points on the board before the half, and that touchdown right there will give us the lead. So hopefully we can hold on to this. And in the second half, it looks like our defense did some crazy work against the 49ers because they did not score a single point. So that is going to be a big win for the Giants, which will send us to the NFC Championship game. And in the NFC Championship game, it looks like we have to play the Green Bay Packers. And Green Bay has been a very dangerous team in the playoffs. I mean, they did just knock off the 1 seed Seahawks, so they are definitely on a mission right now. And they're also like 1 yard away from taking the lead. It looks like Jacobs is going to be in. So now we're going to have 2 minutes to try and score a touchdown before halftime because I'm really not trying to go into the half losing because I'm pretty sure Green Bay does also start the second half off with the ball. But that sack is really going to hurt us. But we should have Robinson open. It's not quite going to be enough for the first down, but we only need 1 yard. So I'm just going to hand it off to Judkins, who is going to be gone. That's going to give us a fresh set of downs. And now I'm going to try and go for a bit of a shot right here because if Neighbors can get away, there's a pretty solid chance that this goes for a touchdown. I got to start calling timeouts after this, though. I really didn't realize how much time has run off of the clock. That was close. As I said, though, I feel like we kind of got to hurry now because we only got 28 seconds. So I probably did not play the clock right here, but if we're lucky, we should still be able to get into field goal range. That's going to do it right there. I mean, we do still have 2 timeouts, so I'm going to see if we can go for a bit of a long shot here. Oh, that might be a touchdown, actually. Robinson's going to be wide open. Clearly, he got caught there, but we only need 3 yards, so I feel like we actually should be able to get in for a score here unless we get sacked, but once again, nobody's on Robinson. So just like that, we are going to be going into halftime all tied up at 14. And we did keep this game really close in the second half, but unfortunately for us, it looks like Green Bay is going to be getting the win. So that's going to send the Packers to the Super Bowl, and we are heading home. But either way, I mean, I feel like that's another massive step in the right direction for the Giants because we were 1 win away from actually getting to the Super Bowl. But anyways, to end off year number 3, MVP is going to be going to Patrick Mahomes. And it looks like it's been a hell of a day for Lamar because for the second time in this video, the Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl. But anyways, that's going to bring us to the final offseason of this video. And I feel like this pickup in free agency should honestly cement us as your Super Bowl favorites for next season. Because as you can see, we were able to sign Aiden Hutchinson, who is a 99 overall, and we also got Josh Myers for the O-line. Another position that we are desperately in need for is a right guard, so I was able to make a trade with the Chiefs. I sent them a first-round pick and a fourth-round pick, which is kind of expensive, but in return, we're going to get Trey Smith. So as you can see, heading into our final season, I feel like we definitely have a top 5 offense in the league. And on the other hand, after adding Hutchinson, I feel like this is the best defense in the NFL right now. And with the loaded roster that they had, it looks like the Giants went on a tear because we're going to go 15-2 to win the division and get the #1 seed in the playoffs. playoffs. And in our first playoff game, it looks like we're going to be taking on the 9-8 Eagles. And we're already up 7-0 right now with a chance to make it a 2-score lead in the second quarter. So I'm hoping that we can get in the end zone here. But so far, all season after adding Hutchinson, the defense has been a brick wall, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure we were the best defense in the NFL. But I'm going to try and go for Robinson here. Actually, we're going to have to... Oh, never mind. I was going to keep that on the ground, but that might be a touchdown we're going to be in. I mean, that did not take long to get in the end zone. So that is going to make it a 2-score lead for the New York Giants. And after that, it looks like we did not slow down. I mean, we took it 28-0. So our defense is going to get a shutout, which sends us to the NFC Championship game for the second season in a row. And in the NFC Championship game, we're going to be taking on the LA Rams. I'm not going to lie, though. The Rams have kind of surprised me in this game. I thought it was going to be the same story as the Green Bay Packers, but they currently have a 17-13 lead, and there's only like 3 minutes left in this game. But if we can manage the clock the way I'm trying to, I'm hoping we can sneak out of here with a last-second walk-off to send us to the Super Bowl. I mean, that would definitely be the way to do it. That should be a first down. There's going to be a flag, though. And of course, it's going to be a holding call, so that will back us up. I mean, at least it's 1st and 20 and not like 2nd and 20, but either way, I'm going to try and go... Oh, hold on. That should be a decent pickup. I probably could have gone for Neighbors there, but either way, that does give me some pretty solid yardage. And honestly, at this point, it is 4-down territory from here on out, because if we give the ball away, I can guarantee you we are not going to be getting it back. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 too. So we have 2 more shots to try and pick up the first down here, and it looks like we're going to have the tight end wide open. So that is going to honestly kind of set us up here. I mean, we can start using our timeouts now if we need them, but we're also in a good situation where I can run as much time off the clock as I can, because I want to score a last-second touchdown. I am not trying to give the LA Rams any chances to go down the field and kick a field goal to tie it. That's gonna... Oh, keep going. I'm gonna try and go for Malik right here, though, and hopefully he can get some separation. Oh, that sack is a killer, though, because I'm gonna have to burn another timeout, and now we only have 30 seconds to try and get in the end zone. I mean, I'm gonna try and go for, hold on, Robinson's wide open. That's gonna be a touchdown on like 2nd and 17. I mean, there's 25 seconds on the clock, so we still got to get a stop on defense, but that is gonna give us the lead. So now I just got to make sure that they do not send this game to overtime. I mean, our defense has been phenomenal all season long, but this is where it matters the most, because everything's on the line right now, man. I mean, if we lose this game, that is gonna be a rough end to the season, but on the other hand, if we get the dub here, that is gonna send us to the Super Bowl. That was almost a sack too. I mean, the pass rush seems to be absolutely phenomenal right now, so they just got to keep doing what they're doing. There's only 10 seconds left too, and oh bro, that's gonna be a sack. That might end it. I mean, there's only 4 seconds left now, so they're gonna have to go for a Hail Mary. This would be a very bad way to end off the video if we somehow lose on this, but that is gonna be it. It looks like the Giants are going to the Super Bowl. I mean, as I said, props to the Rams, because they did keep this game a lot closer than I thought they were going to, but either way, we are now 1 win away from getting the job done. But anyways, to end off the season, it looks like MVP is gonna be going to Josh Allen, and in the Super Bowl, we have a game I was not expecting to see, because it looks like we have to play the Cleveland Browns of all teams. And so far, this game has been a battle of the defenses. I mean, we're up 7-3 right now, so I'm really happy that our defense is as good as they are, because our offense is really struggling right now, but that first down is going to put us in field goal range. I'm just going to go for another run with Judkins, because that probably is the best pickup that we have had on the ground all day so far. So I'm going to see if he can run it back, but this time we're going to get caught pretty quickly. He was only able to get the 1 yard there, but I'm going to try and go for Robinson, or if Neighbors can get some separation, this could definitely go for a touchdown. But actually, I'm probably better off to just keep this on the ground with Ward. And he did not get a whole lot there, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. I'm going to try and go back for Malik, but, bro, never mind. I thought Garrett was going to be honest. How do you drop that? I'm running the exact same route, because that was an absolutely ridiculous drop from Malik Neighbors. He easily had the first down there. It looks like he's going to make up for it, though. I don't know how he dropped that first one. That was actually ridiculous. But I'm going to try and go back to him again. And it looks like that should be a touchdown. Nobody's going to catch Neighbor. So he's in, which is going to give us a 2-score lead. So all we need to do is not allow 2 scores and we got it. And it looks like that last touchdown was very important because the Browns did score again after that. So we are barely going to sneak out with a 3-point win, but it doesn't matter because those 3 points are going to be the reason that this team wins the Super Bowl. And I gotta say, the main reason that we made it this far was definitely the defense. We did have a really good offense as well, but that defense was an absolute threat for the rest of the league. So as you can see, to end off the season, it looks like Cam Ward and the Giants are gonna be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. But that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.